So, aloha everyone. Welcome to our Love, Peace, and Harmony session today. This is our self care and service practice in the Love, Peace, and Harmony field. So, thank you all for joining. And today, what we will be getting into is about deep states. We're doing a theme about stress management and really learning more about how we can get into a more restorative space. Uh, So let's okay, apologize. My computer is staying stuck here. So let's see if I can finish it. Okay. Okay, so we'll try to get through it one more time. Okay. Okay, great. And so we will do our check-in as to how we're doing, and we're also going to be talking about our mindset or stress baseline. And the goal with that is to really allow ourselves to have a lower stress baseline so we can be more in the rest and restorative space, which will help us with our self care process. And we'll do this with the Love, Peace, and Harmony field meditation and our next steps. So let's take a short check in. Many of you are familiar. And again, this builds our awareness of where we are. And those of you who are really wanting to also go into the service portion, think about souls that you feel that could really benefit from having reduced stress, a positive self-care lifestyle. And you can just call them in. You can share the video. So you can do things on the physical level, but you can also just think of them in your mind, allow their, so you can just imagine that inviting them to come and join us today. Okay. So we can notice our thoughts, our emotions, our bodily symptoms and sensations, and do a reflection on maybe some of the behaviors that you noticed for yourself during the past week, loving, kind, helpful, or, behaviors, symptoms, emotions, thoughts that kind of lend itself on the stress side. So as we're doing our check-in, also notice, some of you may have watched these sessions previously or been in some of my other classes in terms of noticing our monitoring where we are. And notice when we do our baseline check in or initial check in, where do you tend to be usually, right? And we'll go into mindsets and so forth a bit, next. But it might give you some clues as to some patterns and, that you may be having, especially when we're just checking in. Okay. So as you're noticing it, again, we want to notice it without judgment or attachment, but this can help us become more aware and maybe either maintain if you're doing well or really move to the level that we can kind of improve. So today what I thought is we're going to mention, I think I mentioned the book before, The Stress Prescription, 7 Days to More Joy and Ease by Alyssa Epple. And we've covered some of her uh, work and information before. But I wanted to kind of just share some of the basis that she has and some of her research team have discussed. And she has this chart, and I couldn't create it, but it's this chart that talks about mind states. And I don't know if, let me just see if you can, if I stop the share. I don't know if you can see the screen, but okay, I think because of my there's a chart here, so it doesn't show. Anyway, I'll share what it says on that chart. So basically, think about a graph chart, and it has states that creates stress, and we kind of want to know what our baseline is, because then we can work to improve it. And so one mindset is that they call it the red mind, or this is an acute stress. And as we know, life happens, stress events happens all the time. But in this state, we are triggered to be on red alert. Okay. And it can be healthy because it can develop resilience if it is short lived and we have that restoration time that we can calm down, right? But if we are in this red mind or this acute stress statement chronically, it is we are developing these chemicals, neurochemicals, and stress hormones that uh, really impact our body and our mind. Okay. So the red mind means, she says, that we're prioritizing creating energy over anything else, right? So creating energy isn't necessarily bad if it's functional, like there's a threat and we're ready to run, right? It gives us energy to, you know, um, run away or take flight from maybe the potential uh, threat and danger. Okay. However, again, if we are in a chronic state, it can be very, can impact our body in ways that can create um, and correlate with more stress related conditions, such as, some mental health, emotional concerns, as well as physical conditions. Okay. So we want to be aware of that. And we just kind of want, if we are in that, we want to have that time to calm down. But kind of notice if we tend to be in that hyper vigilant mode. The next one is called the yellow mind. And this is the one that they feel for a lot of people, most of us, we are usually in this state. So it's not the acute state usually, but it's this baseline cognitive load on a typical day. It's our usual level of arousal, but it's still quite high. It's not a resting state. It's also like when we're working, we are functioning and so forth. But even when we come home, our mind is still racing. We might still be experiencing this stress arousal in our body, and we can still be creating these stressors, even though like our work is done. We might be, oh, did it go okay? I wonder if this or that, and having thoughts that keep our body stressed up high. Be negative thoughts that we create. And I've, working with myself and others, sometimes an incident happened, but they repeat that incident over and over. They want to share it with many people. And what they're doing is they may be recreating this higher level of arousal, like they are still in that stress space. So, and a lot of times we're not even aware that we're creating these stressful thoughts, and we're unconsciously making ourselves feel unsafe. And we have this underlying, it could be unconscious feeling that, we're not safe. Okay. And this can be especially, uh, especially concerning, especially if we are feeling lonely, or we are feeling like we are of a lower status, or we're being discriminated against, or we've experienced trauma that have made us expect unsafe environments. So these things we can be in this state, and we're not judging it, of course, but we just want to be aware of it, because it's understandable that we might have this predisposition, or this, um, have this state. However, we really want to retrain our nervous system to go to states of rest or deep rest. Okay. So I am sharing this so we can be alert as to how we're feeling when we're feeling in acute stress, red mind or yellow mind, where we have this cognitive load and that we're dealing with a lot of, and it's also contributed because, we have so much stimulation around us in the world around us. We have all kinds of information from TV, radio, screens. Now we have these, cell phones, mobile phones that we might be looking at all the time, and negative information is coming at us. We might be very busy, so we might be multitasking a lot. So what I would say for those of you who are multitasking while watching this, when we're getting into the meditative part, see if you can monotask or calm down. And get ourselves to the next level and load, which is the green mind state. And this is the first state. So there's four states. Okay. So there's the red, yellow, and the green mind. And this is the state of rest. And this is where we would want to move towards. And these are the mindsets that start to create a more restorative response in our bodies. And so these may be with pleasant states of relaxation when we're in like leisure activities, or our attention is fully absorbed in the activities that we enjoy. For some people, they might call it this flow state. And it could be like when we're just out in nature, observing beautiful sunset or sunrise, the trees, flowers, so beauty and art. And again, as I mentioned earlier, that we are monotasking, okay, not multitasking, where we're like doing a lot of things at once. And we're feeling this sense of ease. And again, the key word is safety, feeling a bit, safe that our bodies can relax. Okay. And this activates the vagus nerve or vagus nerve, which helps us recover from stress more quickly. So that's the nerve that's running down from the base of your brain all the way down your body. And here we can then spend more time in a state of rest or deep rest. Okay. So, again, what we're trying to do is to train our nervous system to live in a more restorative mode so that our baseline is more the green mind rather than the yellow or the red mind. Okay. That overstimulates us. Okay. And the next state, a restorative state, is the state of blue mind, which is deep rest. And this is a deep state of restoration that is cultivated by changing your environment from one of stimulation or overstimulation to one of feeling more quiet, peaceful, safety. Dr. Master Shah often uses a term that quiet, peaceful heart. So being in these kind of quiet, peaceful states that you feel safe. And it is where our body also is at its lowest level of psychological and physiological stress, arousal. And these can develop during deep, relaxing activities such as mind or body practices. And we would say maybe soul, heart, mind, and body practices or meditations. And again, deep sleep is um, one of the most restorative uh, states that they feel. But many times, spiritual practitioners can kind of get their minds into these deeper relaxation brain wave states. Okay. And so when you have this more true body restoration, like cell regeneration can take place. Okay. So true body restoration, the cell regeneration can take place. And these are because as we have more negative information as we age, the telomeres shorten and they do not produce the cell regeneration as you might like a baby. So we want to kind of get back to that space. Okay. So we're gonna do it in the love peace harmony field. Again, we want to spend that time there in the green mind or the blue mind. Okay, so we are training about our nervous system to live in a more restorative mode. So just think about that. as you go on your day today and your week, okay, we're going to also use the pillars of well-beings of awareness, connection, insight, and purpose to kind of help us with this learning and kind of bring that into our being a bit more. So let's have you just close your eyes. And I want you to just be aware of your body. Many of you did your check in. Notice where you might feel that stress. And just start to relax those areas in your body. We're going to connect with the love, peace, and harmony field. And imagine this positive information and the space of deep restorative response of love, peace, and harmony, letting you know that you are safe. Okay? And you can let go of any stressful thoughts. Maybe the next class we'll maybe talk about some expectations. We're going to do some negative thoughts this session, but I wanted to give you a framework first. Because many times we might have expectations and uh, get hyper aroused or get triggered when things go outside of the way we might expect. Okay, so one of the training to develop a lower green mind, blue mind, is to really let go of these expectations that arouse us rather than allow us to, feel calmer. Okay, so I want you to now just to imagine this love, peace, harmony field around you, above you, below you. And if you do want to do some movement of the tracing to kind of get your body relaxed, you can do so. And if you are tracing, notice how you're tracing. A lot of times when I'm over aroused, my tracing is very fast and I can feel my heart racing and I'm like tracing very quickly. And I know that my body is still has a lot of energy and it might be in the more acute stress or, the hyper arousal state or the arousal state. And so what you can do is just take a nice breath, calm down, think of the love, peace, and harmony we've talked about in previous sessions, using that as like our stress shield mantra, love, peace, and harmony to train our bodies to calm and relax. And as you feel this love, peace, and harmony field, imagine that it's coming into the area in your body that needs more support. And we're just going to bathe in this light, and you're just going to have this presence of mind that you are moving into deeper restorative states, deeper relaxation, but also this is building your baseline to be in a more restorative state. So our default mode will be in the rest mode or the deep rest mode. Allowing ourselves to get there. So sometimes we're not in the deep relaxed state long, but we can do it for short periods of time or when we're sleeping in deep sleep. So I want you to just inhale this light from the field. Relax your body, bring it down to your lower abdomen. Allow yourself to take in this message of love, peace, and harmony. I'm going to maybe play a love, peace, harmony song that can also make you feel very relaxed. So, with the music, the field, allow love, peace, and harmony to relax, to heal, transform any negative messages to one of love, peace, and harmony, to one of deep rest and restoration. Feel and imagine all of your body, your systems, organs, cells, cell unit, RNA, DNA, tiniest, smallest matter, and the spaces in between to bring in this message of love, peace, and harmony to restore, regenerate healthy cells, making you happier, healthier, happier, healthier, with this love, peace, and harmony field. We're releasing any mindsets, any expectations that no longer serve. Like if you're noticing your thoughts, a lot of thoughts coming up, no judgment, allow it to come up, to be released and let go. Allow the field of light that this love, peace, and harmony field brings. Release that from your soul, heart, mind, and body. And allow yourself to just focus on the light of the field. Stay in this space. If you're multitasking, try to just return back, give your full attention to your body to relax and restore. This is your time to self-care. Relaxing. You can be doing a body scan from the top of your head, relaxing all of the muscles in your face and your head, your brain, restoring, relaxing, rejuvenating. Feel your jaw relaxing, the neck muscles in your neck start to relax, and shoulders. If you need to rotate or stretch a little bit, stretch and relax. Breathe in the message of love, peace, and harmony. Put a smile, a gentle smile on your face as you enjoy the field. Enjoy the messages of love, peace, and harmony. Feel it go through your body, down your chest area, all of the organs in your torso, such as the lungs, the heart, the liver, the spleen, gallbladder, large and small intestines, your pancreas, all the other organs, your kidneys. Feel that you are restoring, rejuvenating healthy cells. Inhale, relax, going all the way through your reproductive system to your legs, calves and feet, your arms and hands, feeling your whole body filled with this light of love, peace, and harmony. Allow yourself to go deeper in bringing a more relaxing, resting state of mind, allowing your body to go in restorative mode. Inhale light, bring it to your lower abdomen. Exhale, let that light relax you, expand throughout your body. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. One more time, let's breathe in the light, love, peace, and harmony. And notice how your body is feeling. We did a short few minutes, but any time you are able to spend and exercise restoring, calming, relaxing your body, you are training your body, you're training your nervous system to calm. And so the more time that you can spend in this state, you can allow and grow it to be your baseline space, right? This is where what we want. We want to be on this resting mode, which brings restoration in our body, rejuvenation, regeneration of healthy cells in our body. Okay, so just check in, notice how you're doing, and I'm just gonna see how you're feeling. Let me see the chat. And I have a comment: overthinking of things may cause stress. Try to focus on simple aspect in dealing with things. Just my suggestion. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mercedes. That is so true. And research, I think, supports us with that. When we think about things and overthink about things, our body gets stimulated. And so, yes, focusing on simple aspects. We did the practice of the simple aspect of just focusing on love, peace, and harmony, of relaxing our body, of restoring, right? And that can help to calm our nervous system. When our nervous system is calmer and in these more restful states and deep rest states, that's when that um, restoration, rejuvenation can occur. So I'd love for people to share how this, any of the information or anything that they're feeling, if maybe thoughts are coming up. Again, as I mentioned in one of my other sessions, that anytime you just share, that can be a very helpful in serving purpose. We are self-care and service. Thank you, Mercedes shared and did a wonderful service for us. But even sharing about how this practice made you feel can be inspiring for others. And even if it activated and you feel like the stressors coming out, we can comment on that, because a lot of times when we're trying to relax, more thoughts come out. When I first started meditation, as a school student, anytime I would try to quiet down, more thoughts would be activated, right? And I could not get myself to even count to 10. That was the practice. We just had to count to 10, count our breaths. It was very rare that I would get to 10 and my mind would wander all over and I would have to start from the beginning again, or it would, you know. So just know that if this is something newer for you, don't worry about it. But as you keep practicing, you will notice that you will be slowly or quickly training your body to calm, restore, and also train your mind, right? So instead of the many things that we're focusing on, we'll be focusing on just that one thing. So thank you everyone for joining. I know it's a bit over time, but just if I could just uh, share the next steps in your wellness journey and remind you of our many programs that we have. My Mother Does Her Wellness and other Love, Peace, Harmony field that you can go deeper into this restorative space and learn some stress management techniques as well. We have our free wellness evening on Thursday, and there you get to experience a very powerful, which we believe a high frequency field that really can get us into that deeper levels, I feel, of restoration. So please join us and invite others. And if you are needing more support, because everyone comes from a different baseline, so to speak, and so some of us may need a bit more personalized supports, we are happy to serve you, and you can contact us and be on a wait list to have a complimentary 15-minute session to help get you started on your wellness journey. And of course, if you are, see appropriate healthcare providers if you need more assistance. And you can supplement your field with this Love, Peace, and Harmony instrumental. The QR code is there. And you can also serve by inviting others to join these programs, and or you can donate to allow these types of programs that are we are being sponsored by the Love, Peace, and Harmonies Foundation, and these are part of the Love, Peace, Harmony field. And so, as a community or virtual coordinator, Love, Peace, Harmony coordinator, we get the opportunity to do this. So, any support is very gratefully received. And we would really appreciate your service by letting us know what helps you. If you'd like to learn these little information and do the practice, you want to just do more of the practice, please let us know how we can better serve you. So again, reminder, self-care is service, and to increase our self-care is to increase the quality of your service. So I want to thank all of you for being here today. I'm going to stop the